When you look at Garfield, it might be overwhelming to kind of draw this whole everything at once. What we're going to do is we're going to use red. And we're going to look at the shapes and kind of find where those shapes are. Because really, he's built into a bunch of shapes like this. Okay? Who else sees shapes in here? Anna, come on up. So I would like you to outline what shapes you see.
His stomach looks like half an egg.
And just keep going all the way through his fingers, that's fine. Okay, now you're going to give a marker to a boy. A boy that sees a shape that he's going to outline. I'm trying to get rid of this custom bar. Oh dear.
You broke it.
Look at file again. Look at file again.
You broke it.
Okay.
Should I retrace the one?
If you could retrace it, that'd be fantastic. So Seth is going to retrace the shapes. Okay, well I guess we just won't mess with that
You
thing.
broke it again.
You know what we'll do? Hold on just a second.
Try and make it go up. Make it go up. I like some have it go up.
There, that going up.
Not the ring.
What the heck? What's the thing up
My
there?
creation.
Connect the
Okay.
dots.
Okay, go ahead and.
Perfect creation.
Okay, now it should. Now that bar isn't going to bother us.
Darn bar.
Mm-hmm.
Darn bar.
So we got his belly.
His belly looks like a half egg.
Okay, then what else was the new thing you were going to add? His little nose.
He's new.
Okay, now you're going to give it to a girl. Sees a shape.
Will's turn. I'm a boy now. I would have picked Will.
Okay, is there another part to his arm? So if we have a shape here, is how it kind of joins. Maybe his upper arm is another of the same shape. Yeah.
He has big muscles. You're a boy.
Oh, you want to get his other eye too. So that's going to be a skinnier, like half the size of that eye. Okay. Okay, go ahead. Someone who has not gone yet.
That makes him look really evil.
Okay, faster. We got to move this along, you guys.
That was so.
Trace through it. Yep, go ahead and go through it. It's fine. That works for me.
He looks evil now.
Okay, go ahead and give it to a boy.
Courtney, you're not a boy.
Quiet down, you guys.
It's much easier tracing than drawing. I figured it out.
So we're not going to trace the picture. This is just kind of showing. I mean, right now we're tracing, but this is just kind of showing how it breaks apart. Go ahead and do all his toes.
Toes looks like coconuts.
You can do the toes on the other one. Yep.
Circles.
Gavin. You trigger.
Oh wait, but you have to do two parts. Oh, that's probably two shapes for the upper knee.
Yeah.
That's going to be two circles, like how they're bended, how it bends. So go ahead and make two circles on that. Yeah. Close
Kelsey.
enough.
Come on.
around it. And actually, Kyle, we're going a little too slow. So, go ahead and have a seat. All right, where else do we see shapes?
On his fingers.
Caroline,
On the foot.
the outside of the foot completely. Okay,
He's a dinosaur now.
Dylan.
His other fingers.
Yep.
I have the best
Okay.
finger.
Alaya.
His cheeks or whatever those.
Oh.
Those circle things. Oh.
This is almost kind of like a banana shape too.
I like bananas.
Okay. We also have shapes inside his eyes here. And then we have little circles.
That makes him look evil.
Okay. There's a little line here that we need to add. Okay. Then, okay, so we've got most of the shapes.
I said 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Aaron?
They're like triangles around his.
And we're going to add those. Actually, no, we can outline those and we're going to talk about these because these are kind of, these are the details. So right now, I'm just sketching in as a triangle, but they don't really look like solid triangles.
Sketches are vocabulary.
Okay, next, I'm going to take this eraser. So this is if you're to break apart what you see. And then the eraser, you're going to kind of get rid of some of these lines, like that doesn't need to overlap here. We can get rid of this. This one. Gotta make this a little smaller. Can't really tell which one's the small one. This one?
Yeah.
Yes, that's better. Okay, so then we have the outlines, but we can get rid of those overlapping pieces that we don't need. This one.
Lauren is okay.
You guys.
Okay, so when you do your shapes, you're going to lightly sketch them onto your paper. Then you're going to go back and erase the spots that maybe connect those shapes. But see how it's easier to break them apart and it's easier to see how it all goes together than just trying to guess what it would look like? Because if you try to outline this whole thing, it's going to be a lot harder. And you guys will each get a picture of Garfield, but you will be enlarging him onto your piece of paper. You will not be tracing him. You will get a 0 if you trace. Okay? All right. To go over in blue, the blue is the details. So things like, I expect you to have these.
The whiskers.
The whiskers.
Why are they slanted?
The little lines by his ears.
What kind of whiskers are those?
Dots.
He's got aliens on it.
So really we don't, you get the shape, but then you would erase this shape so that all you have is the lines. If it goes in that same triangle shape, they go wider to shorter.
What? Don't forget the shadows at the bottom.
Shadows at the bottom, yep, that's another good one. Did I miss any other details? Where might there be details?
Forgot about the triangle.
Shadows. Nice one. Like the lines of his eyes.
When we have those, they're just kind of off a little bit, I think. But like his neck here, these little lines,
Oh, he's like cheeky for that one.
and this little line here. Okay? So these would be the details.
What's the space between
His shadow on his leg.
What?
space between his legs?
Yep, making sure there's the space between the legs.
There's just shadow on his leg.
Okay? Alright. I am going to give you guys your paper. You're also going to get Garfield so that you can look on at him. You're going to enlarge him to the full size of your drawing paper. So Alaya, if you want to, and you're probably going to want to draw him hot dog because he is on his side. I
like
expect
hot
him
dogs.
to be about the whole page. The other thing you can do, and you can use this with Garfield, is I'm going to take, quiet please, we're just about done. If this is your paper, that's your paper. One of the things you can do is make a quadrant. And you can fold your paper if you have trouble guessing where the halfway marks are. This way, you'll make the same square, like lines here, and you'll know his head will go on the upper part. This part of the body will go on here, this part in this square, and then you can see there's not much in there. So it gives you an idea where things should be placed on your paper. Okay? Any questions before we get started?
Nope.
All right, I will get you your Garfields. You can fold your paper in half both ways to find your quadrants. Seth?
For like final 3-page one, well, 3 little sheet things, do we have to do Garfield or can we
You do not need to do Garfield. You can pick out whatever comic you'd
like
like.
we can do something cool like
As long as it's appropriate for school. And you want it to be within reason of your skill level. Okay? So don't pick something that's super duper hard if you struggle with proportion and details and stuff.
Calvin and
Okay?
Hobbes.
Yes. Aaron?
We have to do the quadrant things.
You do not, maybe just lightly draw the quadrant just to help guide you. Jacob?
So we just have to do our best and like look and draw. We can't trace.
You cannot trace. Do your best to try and look at proportion and the shapes and all of that. Whoa, that's cool. That's kind of crazy looking. All right.
They look the exact same.
Thank you.